welcome. So today is January 28, 2011, and I'm interviewing Mr. Sitangshu Guha. So, Mr. Guha, tell me, what is your desh or homeland? Your desh.
Thank you, Dr. Dostidar. My desh is Bangladesh.
More specifically, now when we say desh, we mean village, district.
Okay, I was born and brought up in Chatpur, which is something like 40 miles riverways from Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh.
And so you call Chandpur your desh?
I call Chatpur my motherland. I said that is the paradise for me.
Okay, that's it. So it's Chandpur is in Kumilla Jilla?
Chatpur was in Kumilla Jilla.
Now it's Chandpur separate.
And now it is a district.
Chandpur district, yeah. So who is there anybody still there?
Not my close, but my still some kith and kins are there.
Okay. What about your family, immediate family?
My immediate family, that means my father,
Brother, sister?
brothers, sisters, most of them are out of Chatpur now, not even Bangladesh. Most are in India or some other parts of the world.
Okay. Now, how big is Chandpur? Can you tell us a little bit about the Chandpur? Were you born in the town of Chandpur, or you were born in the rural areas?
No, we were actually we live in Chatpur. My parents used to live in Chatpur.
Did you have a home?
We had a home. We had everything.
Okay.
Because we were to some extent a well-to-do family.
Okay. What they were doing?
My father was the head of Chatpur PRS. That means Pakistan River Service.
Okay.
Then it was a very prestigious position.
Okay.
And so you understand that we are in a very good condition also. So, and Chatpur was then a sub-divisional town.
Yeah.
And all subdivisions are now district in Bangladesh.
Yeah.
So Chatpur is also district. It is a town, and I remember that it is a very civilized town. Well, people are all well educated, and they are businessmen. And the town was very nice actually.
So your family owned their own home?
Yes.
Okay. So anybody still living there?
We don't have any home after 1965.
So what happened to the house?
My father actually sold everything before 65. I was too little to understand those things that time.
And where did they move?
They were in the same Chatpur town, but from 64, 65, I am in 7, 8, 6, 7 class. So I understand that time that we are living in a rented house. So, we saw that, but even Chatpur was very nice. But my father retired in 65, and I remember that maybe he was trying to migrate from the then East Pakistan, and he did not. I guess the reason is that he got another job in Chatpur College. And as I told you, we are well to do, and he had a prestigious job. So his friends are all the elites of Chatpur. So maybe that is the reason he did not quit.
And so what did you do? I mean, what did you study, and where did you study?
I studied in Chatpur, we call it Hassan Ali High School, which was actually Jubilee High School in British period, a very highly reputed school. I studied in Chatpur College, and then I go to Dhaka University to complete my masters.
What did you study in Dhaka?
I study in science disciplines.
Okay. Now, and then after that, what did you do? What was your life like in Bangladesh?
As soon as I give exam in 1975, masters, the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib, was killed. I was a political activity, so I had to flee from Bangladesh.
Okay.
And I stayed, like a lot of other people, I also fled to India, Calcutta.
Okay.
From there I stayed 2.5 years
Okay.
as a refugee or something like that, and come back in 1978.
So what? Okay. Where did you stay in Calcutta? Did you have any relation?
Yes. Let me just describe a bit background of my family. For reasons I don't know, none of my relatives, close relatives, used to live in East Pakistan. It is my father and only my father. So my father, my mother, and we all. So we never saw any close relative before 1971.
Okay.
It is surprising to tell you that I saw my first maternal uncle in 1971.
Yeah.
We know the curse of partition for my family was that we were never a total family.
Yeah, no, the extended family was
No, never. Ever till today we are not, because the reason is same. I live in Bangladesh, somebody live in Singapore, somebody live in India. So that means I never saw my all maternal uncles. I saw my father's sister, who was elder than my father, when she was something like 80s. So luckily she was alive then.
Where was she living?
In Kolkata, Behala.
Behala, okay. No,
even let me tell you another thing. Even I had one brother and one sister, eldest brother and eldest sister. We used to know that we have an eldest brother and eldest sister. We never saw. I think we saw, but we never remember because
we were too
young. Too young. We didn't know how my eldest sister looked like, and how my elder brother looked like. Because later I heard that they left East Pakistan in 1960, and as soon as they pass SSC, the school certificate. So then we just hear, and I saw my eldest sister also in 1970, and I saw that she's quite pretty. I said that maybe that is the reason my father was intelligent in that sense. We had a lot of sisters. And as soon as they pass SSC, he used to send everybody to Calcutta.
Was there any particular girls had any problem?
Yes, it is girls' problem in any Muslim country. That is it's as simple as that. They treat other girls. They can't treat other people's girls honorably. So most of our girls were just hijacked. So as simple as that. And still it is the condition. Even
today you think so?
Condition that did not improve that much. Still Hindus are losing their girls every day. No Hindu girls, young Hindu girls can live in villages still now.
Is that bad?
Is that bad?
Yeah. Now, do you know, I'm curious to know, because your father sold your house in Chandpur in 65. Do you think it could have had any relationship with there was a huge massacre, Hindu massacre in Bangladesh in 64, Hazrat Bal killing? Do you think that could have been any reason? Or
of course there is, because I still remember that we were scared that time. We didn't know what for. And for our family, there is two things happened right the way. That father also retired. I think he retired 64, 31st December or 65. I don't know exactly that time. So that encouraged him maybe to migrate and just sell everything.
Because
with the price.
That killing started early January.
I don't know, but something like that. Yeah. So time frame is in such a way. And anyway, if there is riot or no riot, in Pakistan, we were just treated like animals, nothing else.
But how did you struggle? I mean, you survived because you came from Bangladesh to United States, right? Which year did you come?
I came 1990.
90. So you survived from 78 through 1990, and of course before that till 75, the killing of Bangabandhu. So how was your life like?
Actually, we did not understand this thing that great. Up to 70, 71, okay, I am still my teens.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I have...
What happened in 71? How did you survive in 71?
71
Your family.
is a different picture actually.
Yeah. Did you stay inside or did
No,
you have to flee?
we had to get out. We go there in, I think, early September. We were forced to go.
Where did you go?
We go to first Agartala
Okay.
and then Calcutta.
How did you go to Agartala? From where you were Chandpur then?
No,
Still.
but that is a big story. You want me to tell that story?
Yeah.
Very short.
Sure.
Okay. As in 1971, as soon the day our family was divided in two parts. Then actually three parts. One part in India, another part in Chandpur, another part in Dhaka. I had a elder brother who has a house in Dhaka, but he just in early 71 he went to India. Still, but we had that house, not this rented house. So my mother, father, and we sometimes just exchange here and stay there. So as soon as just 24th March, my father came from Dhaka to Chandpur, and 25th March this thing started. So killing started. So my mother and one sister who was just first year of college, still was. Then another sister, something like 8, 9, and a little brother. So they were left alone
In Dhaka?
In Dhaka. And the day when I think 6th April or first week of April, Sadhana Aushodhalaya, owner of Sadhana Aushodhalaya is killed by Pakistan.
Mr. Ghosh.
Our house was there,
Oh, I see.
adjacent to Sadhana Aushodhalaya. So my father, we could not go because everybody was coming from Dhaka, and we could not go to Dhaka. Nobody can go to Dhaka that time. But when one day my father says, I know that everybody is killed, but we need to make sure. I understand this is only me, there is nobody else. So, okay. Then every day I was going to river ghat, if anything going to Dhaka. On 5th April I saw that a boat which is run by engine is going to Munshigans. Munshigans is adjacent to Dhaka. So also I come and I told my father that okay, I saw, can I go tomorrow morning? He said okay, go. So I know that he was not willing to let me go, and I also know that I have a duty to see where my mother is. So on 6th early morning I start for Dhaka. And it's a long journey. I'm saying 35 goes whole day.
Yeah.
At night we reach in Munshigans, and there is no place. I don't know Munshigans. So I ask somebody, say, okay, school is open, go there and sleep there. So I buy some bread and banana and go there and sleep that night there. And early 4:30 I get up and go by boat from Munshigans to Fotullah, which is also something like 20 miles from Dhaka. So Fotullah, we go there. So as soon as I go, I saw that I get up. Fotullah, there is a fruits market. When you get up go to the fruit market, just from the river, it is at the bank of the river. We saw that burning some village, that is market is burning. Even I saw the legs of a child burning. Okay, so we saw that. I saw some of them people are telling that Pakistan army came here last night and burned everything there. They killed a lot of people. I didn't wait there. I just there are some which tempo used to call like baby taxi.
Yeah.
Plenty of people. So I prefer to go with everybody, so I just came with them, and I get off near Sadhana Aushodhalaya, near our house. That is something like 5 miles from Dhaka main city. Didn't. So I go there and I knock the door, nobody in the house. Owner was a Muslim, very good Muslims. So I didn't find anybody, so at the time I was knocking every door. It is early morning, still it is 6 a.m., something like this, 6:30. So, and I was knocking every door. I go to the owner's room. He has beard, long beard, and I was coming down. Then somebody opened a door suddenly and said, "Okay, come on," and they just take me inside, and told the story that is how we are living.
Yeah.
The owner of the house tell, okay,
Did you see your mother then?
sorry that I became a bit emotional.
No, that's understandable. Yeah.
Uh,
So they pulled you inside. And so how did you convey it to your father that they're still alive?
no, then just I saw my mother in a situation that anyway, they were physically that Muslim gentleman with his family, 3-4 daughters. They are so nice. They keep our family like their family, very honorable way. But I'm saying as when I saw my mother, she was like a widow. So. Anyway, I saw, and I have the sisters, and I said, okay, I said, okay, we have to go right now. Then that Muslim gentleman told that you have to go is a better decision because we were supposed to transfer everybody to village today. So anyway, you come, I will help you. Okay, I said then half an hour time. We have to leave before the dawn.
Yes, begins.
Okay, so so by this time my mother said, okay, eat something. I said, okay. It is only she was telling last 10-15 days we were just eating dal and aloo and whatever will go. So and she was asking me, where is your elder brother, my second brother? So I said, okay, he's fine. He left for India. Because she didn't know that he went to Chatpur. From Chatpur he went to India. Whether anyway, so that Muslim gentleman did the rest of the job. He hired a taxi, not taxi, like a car, private car, good taxi so that nobody bother. And another gentleman also come who happens to be Muslim League. But these two people actually escorted our whole family to Fatullah. But in the way, we are always that if Pakistan military met, then we are gone. But luckily, we didn't meet anybody. But somewhere they have to take gas for the car. So when the car stopped, a Bihari, you understand, the Bihari asked that Muslim man, who are their people? He said, my family. Where they are going? So I said, no, they are going to village home. And then he is not sending them back. No, they will be coming back. That is the discussion I heard between them, but nothing happened. Then we come to Fatullah, and we take the same way, a boat to Munshiganj, but Munshiganj, the military was there so far. But luckily when you go there, near to Munshiganj, we saw again the same type of launch is going towards Chatpur.
Oh, okay.
And that was the situation that everybody waited half an hour in the launch for us when we are going there.
They saw you coming. They saw your boat coming.
Yeah, and they pick us like a family. Everybody. I'm saying that is the difference. Those are also Muslims, and
because they are also some of them are also probably fleeing too.
Yeah, everybody is fleeing then. So everybody, we are in the same boat then. I'm not in the boat. I'm saying in the same boat,
situation.
Same situation.
Mental situation.
And we go back, and then the day we come to Chatpur, that is 7th April. In the evening, 8th April, Chandpur, Pakistan military shell in Chatpur. So we just again fled from Chatpur to village, some village we call Ashikati, something like 20 miles from Chandpur. And that night...
Who was there in Ashikati?
We have some distant relatives.
Okay.
So we go there, and 2 night, that village was also under attack. So from there we go to another village called Pingra. Pingra, there we stay to 4 or 5 months until we feel that it is no longer safe, because...
Who was there in Pingra?
We don't know, but it's my father's friends.
Father's friends, okay.
Friends, nothing
so
else.
everybody was... Yeah,
but still we are grateful to those people, and we know that as soon
They were Hindu family?
They were Hindu families,
okay.
but we used to, that time we had something like, a lot of people come from that different place to that houses, and there was 20-25 Hindu young boys. So we form a committee, not committee, we form the defense force, and we used to guard the house day and night, 24 hours. Even we saw that sometimes people who will loot us, rob us, came to us, discuss with us, and we used to tell them we are ready to fight, okay? Because that is how we saw. But we heard as soon as we come, maybe first week of September or last week of August, that house was actually ransacked by people.
And so from there you went to, how did you reach Agartala?
That is through those dalals and all these things.
But it's not that close though. It's really 1 or 2 days you took it to reach the border?
We took some by boat, and then by road, stay somewhere overnight. But for us, actually, we were plenty of young boys there. And I have 5, actually, my friend, Muslim friends, they are with us also. So our family, in that sense, was pretty
protected.
Protected.
But when you, after 71, you all came back, right? Where did you come to?
Oh no, but in my family, after 71, most of the family did not come back.
So you came back?
I came back, my father came back, my another brother came back, but none of my sisters.
Okay.
And because sisters are there, mother also did not come back. So it was after Bangladesh, it was only me, my father mainly.
Okay. And what about, so you didn't have a permanent place then? You just rented place in
we
Dhaka?
just no, in Chatpur, because my father still had the job in Chatpur College.
Okay.
So he joined there.
Was he teaching there?
No, he was not a teacher. He was
staff.
He is educated, but he don't have that master's.
No, but he was a staff member.
Yeah, staff member.
So, but you and your brother stayed in Dhaka?
No, we then in Dhaka. I was in Dhaka University, but I was up to 1990. I was a frequent visitor to my motherland, Chatpur. The place I used to go to place where I was born actually. That's called Pandit Para.
Okay.
Every often
in Chatpur.
In Chatpur.
Okay.
So I used to go there. Maybe due to the
emotion. So did you know what house used to?
No, that house doesn't belong there anymore.
Oh, I see.
But that house
now,
doesn't belong.
Let me ask. How were you socially economically connected with the majority Muslims?
I was born and brought up in a Muslim country, Pakistan, and then in a majority Muslim country, Bangladesh. So my all friends are Muslims.
Yeah.
And
So you didn't have any difficulty per se with anybody?
no, up to certain age, nobody becomes communal. Up to the student life, everybody is a nice guy.
Yeah.
So only those things you feel when you are in work field or somewhere. Suppose
Have
for
you seen
me,
any discrimination, any acts of violence against minority Hindus
oh,
or Christians or Buddhists?
it's all the way. I'm saying I did not. Suppose when I was in school, I suppose we had a teacher named Jobed Ali. I still respect for him, but now I understand that he never gave me good marks. That I had in school life, I had a social studies to teach us social studies. He never gave me more than 40, 50, something like that. But I was a pretty good student. So, but it seems that when in the school final examination, I got close to 80, and nobody got letter mark in that Kumilla district education board. So I have an idea that I goes to one of the highest marks that time. Then I think why he didn't give me. Now I understand that.
What was he doing?
Because this is the teacher who was telling us after 65, Pakistan-India war, that I don't know the defense minister, I forget the defense minister in India, that he told that they will have tea in Lahore. And that teacher was telling at that time, yeah, they want to take I think Chagla.
Okay.
Or C.V. Raman, something like that. That when the teacher was telling me that the Hindus tried to take tea in Lahore, but snake come out from the teapot. So now when I consider this, I think, okay, that is, you can call discrimination very remote way. But suppose I was a very good swimmer. I had a very good sport. I had a very good health, but I never got chance in any good thing.
So you think this is partly
Of
because of
course.
discrimination?
Definitely, there is. I
Have
don't
you
think,
seen
I'm
any
sure.
literal violence also against minorities
Violence in the sense, suppose
during pogroms and killings? Did you except for 1971? Were there any other?
I'm saying I can tell you a very good example. That is, of course, violence. Then it was a very violence. Still, I remember that scene. Adjacent to our house, we had a doctor. His name is Dr. D.L. Rai. I have. He also teaches medicine whenever he says, and he has I think the most. I'm saying.
Well known.
Not highly practiced.
Okay. Huge practice.
Huge practice, maybe highest or the second highest. So one fine evening we saw that maybe 40-50 people attacked his house with bamboo sticks, we call ramda and all these things.
Ramda is a machete.
Yeah, machete, all those things. We don't know why, so as we are young, so we go inside. This doctor was sitting in a chair in his chamber. His house and chamber was together.
Yeah.
So people were almost about to beat him on all like this, and we saw that a lot of people we know these people, and they are even his patients. So we don't understand. So we try to ask what happened. But nobody was go home. Then we go home, we saw our parents' face also very red. We don't understand. But later we understand that he was about to migrate to India. So they all attack him. And we don't know what they did to him, but we know that they did not kill him. Killing was not that easy that time also. So, but still I don't understand. That scene is so humiliating to me that I don't know. I was thinking that even then I was small. Why this thing happening? What is the problem if he's going to India? Or what? But you know, this is a subdivisional town. Police station is just within a mile.
Yeah.
Nobody showed up. Even the influential Muslims didn't show up to help this doctor. Although I saw the one influential Muslim, his name is Manik Mia. His son, Moni, who was a bit senior to us, was about 10 years senior to us, in his 20s, mid-20s. So he was among those perpetrators.
Who came to attack? They came to confiscate his property, probably?
Of course, next day we saw somebody else there. And,
in their house.
In their house.
This is so sad. Now, when you worked there, I understand you also worked. Did you find any discrimination there also?
As I told that I was 3 years, almost 2.5 years outside Bangladesh. As soon as I give exam, masters, so there I have a gap. So there is we had that time something like 25 years gap for applying government job. I actually crossed that time because you know that we are a bit late session there, all these things. Yeah. So I never applied in any government job.
Okay.
Although I had some very reputed, respected person who told me apply for even for the college job, we can give you. But I was a student politics, so I had linked with a lot of people. So it was easy for me to get somehow a job. But for some reason, although I started my career as a school teacher, I was there for 6 months. When I came back from India, I had to hide for some time.
1 second.